Welcome back to another episode of the Youth Academy Career Mode. Here with last episode, we got through the entire month of January, getting knocked out to the Cup, FA Cup to Leicester City, 2-1 there. We went ahead and beat Liverpool 3-2, and then drew to Leicester City at the end of that. We actually only have won one game in the last 2 months, but we are still technically undefeated in the league since November 6th when we win against Liverpool 4-1. It's been a lot of unbeaten games there. We have West Ham. I thought we had Arsenal as well. I guess that got rescheduled. So we have West Ham, Southampton, Nottingham Forest, Burnley, and then Paris City and Arsenal in this episode as well. Right here, this schedule right here, these 4 games, that's an absolutely insane hard stretch for us. We're going to have to try and do something magical for that. But West Ham up first, and before we actually get into the game here, we currently sit 6th in the Premier League table. West Ham are 3 points behind us. We're going to have to win this game. In board objectives, we haven't completed anything. We have 1 out of 3 out of the 80-minute plus goal result changing goals. Hernandez last episode against Leeds United or Leicester went ahead and scored in the 88th minute to win it there, to draw it actually. We went ahead and have 14 out of 20 for the Brian and, well, really, it's only Brian, to be honest, because the other one's just not even scoring at all or doing anything off the bench. We have failed the Domestic Cup Challenge, getting knocked out in the Carabao Cup really early and getting knocked out in the FA Cup extremely early. We have 6 out of 11 positions who have scored or assisted. Evans hasn't assisted yet, and then we obviously haven't won Manager of the Month yet, and we are currently in 6th spot, so we are looking good there for finishing top half of the table. West Ham at home. Zachary is in behind. West Ham might have a lead. They do have a lead. It's 1-0 for West Ham. Vargas will win it back in the midfield, though. Vargas, he's trying to create something. Vargas in for Brian. He'll lay it off for Moyano. First time finish. Moyano on the score sheet. It's 1-1. Zakaria, energy now. Zakaria's in behind again. Zakaria, Evans saves. Still in bounds and now for a corner at the final. Energy now. Shot comes in and Nanto has the lead for West Ham United. It's 2-1. And it's looking like we might lose our first game since October or November, whenever it was. And Zakaria Nanto 3-1. Game over. West Ham win. West Ham go ahead and win, and somehow the game ends 4-3. Somehow we score in the 88th, 89th, and 89th again. We nearly equalized somehow, but it's a 4-3 loss somehow, and then first loss since November, I think, October maybe. And I think we have a youth scout report now too as well. We should, yeah, we do. Let's see. We got a good one from we got a good one from Argentina and England. We didn't get anything from Chile at all. We might finally get one in Carlos Moya, 1.4 million for him. We'll go ahead and add him up to the squad list. Argentina, they gave us a really good one last time out. And it's looking like this time it might be a little bit of a miss, but we get a 1.6 million in Cordero. And then final but not least is England, and it's looking like a bust for sure. Southampton away from home. It's a 2-0 win. Hernandez and Brian on the score sheet. We have 2 youth players who are unsettled, Carlos Ramos and Felipe da Costa. Let's go ahead and check them out. Let's see if we can find Felipe da Costa, 18 years old, 70 overall, 85 to 91. Do we bring him in? And then who's the other one? Not Eusebio Garcia. It was... Who was the other one? It was Costa and Ramos. Where is Ramos? I don't even see Ramos at all. Ramos right here. This guy, Carlos Ramos, wants to come in, and he honestly is not looking good at all, so we won't bring him in. Neither will Bronco, and I'm actually going to go ahead and kind of just get rid of this. Do we bring in Felipe da Costa, though? 70 overall. We have a 73 overall right here. I don't think we do. I think we say goodbye to Felipe da Costa. He is gone. Anybody else here that can just instantly get released? No, everybody else has at least somewhat of a chance to get in there. So we go ahead and shorten the youth squad list quite a bit. And now we are going to go ahead and quick sim this game. Is that Memphis Depay for Nottingham Forest? We're going to quick the sim game against Forest, and we're going to lose Final youth scout report of the season. In Chile, it might end off with somebody decent. His overall is good. His potential ain't that great, but his value is good enough. And then this guy, this is where his value should be higher, to be honest. We won't bring him in, though. We'll reject everybody else there from Chile. Argentina, it's looking like a bust for the final month. They did give us something good. And then England, maybe this guy, no. So we are done with Youth Academy for this season. Honestly, we might be done with the whole Youth Academy part of that for the rest of this series, in all honesty. We're going to go ahead and quick sim this game against not Man City, against Burnley, because we are going to go ahead and play Man City. Brian gets a brace. Davies on the score sheet as well. A 3-1 win over Burnley. Man City, Arsenal, Man United, Tottenham, Chelsea. 5 games in a row against the top 6 clubs. We are going to get absolutely battered here for sure. Man City are currently winning the league, I believe. Unless they choked it, they are winning the league. Chelsea are right there with them. However, Man City do have a game in hand, which is against us, so we can make them level on points with Chelsea. We literally play first, second. No, we don't even play third. We play first, second, fourth, fifth, and then Man United in 13th. Man United is going to be the easiest game out of these 5. But let's go ahead and get in there. We are not going to play with this ugly kit. Actually, we will play with the ugly kit. Why not? We haven't played with it all season long. Let's go and jump in there with this team, and let's see what we can do against the Man City boys. Steal over the top for Brian. Can he beat Ruben Diaz? He can. Brian's in behind. Ederson saves. Davey on the corner. Petit still going to fly in. Jacobs on the second ball. It'll fall for Moyano. Moyano out wide for Davey. Davey can't find Steele. Holland now. Holland against Acuna. Holland wins that. He crosses it in though. Vargas clears. Still wins the header over the top of Martinez. Now Brian over the top for Jacobs. He's for sure not going to win that one. Brian should win the second ball. It'll fall for Moyano. Moyano intercepted. Moyano tackled by Holland. Oh, Kessie is now at Man City. Steal. Now for Brian. Brian's in behind. Brian can he beat Ederson on the second time asking? No, he misses completely wide. Barati. Cross comes in. He's wide open. Foden 1-0 City. Foden was in no man's land, wide the heck open. Young, Steele, Vargas, Jacobs, out wide. No, why'd that go to Brian? Brian! Never mind. Good choice for the game. It's 1-1. Controller disconnect number 70 on the day. It's 1-1 against Man City now. Davey over the top for Brian. Ruben Diaz is there. Ruben Diaz should win that. Brian got the second ball. Chipping the keeper on target. 2-1. Brian has the lead for Wakefield. And we take the control of the game. It's 2-1 now. A little bit of fortune, a lot of bit of luck. We're going to go into the break up 2-1. Maybe 3-1 if we can get a goal here. Brian is in behind. Brian saved. Should have chipped him again. It's 2-1 at the break. Wakefield have the lead. Somehow. It is to Ketelaere into Holland. Evans saves. Petit's there. Can't really get rid of it. It's back into Ketelaere. The shot comes in. Kessie has the equalizer. Petit, I should have just cleared it with. Davey in behind for Jacobs. Jacobs from an awkward angle. He can score from there. Brian can't score it face to face, but Jacobs can score it from an awkward angle. And it's 3-2. Evans intercepts. He'll find Davey. He'll find Vargas. He'll find Jacobs. Jacobs trying to find Weber. Weber stopped his run, no. Weber's going to carry it out of bounds. Can he switch the field? No. Moyano on the second ball. Holland's there. Pushed out wide for Evans now. Evans, Vargas. Vargas has room. Vargas against Ederson. Vargas has a back of the net. And it's a 4-2 lead. And that completes the midfield. We only have the back line to score now. Kessier, Vargas wins the ball. Davey now. Davey in behind for Weber. Can we make it 5? Weber to make it 5. Ederson says no. Young's going to try and score a screamer here. Young to score a screamer. No, it's out of bounds. Out for a goal kick. Game over. 4-2 win against Man City. Arsenal up next. Arsenal are 2 points ahead of us. We are 6 points off a top 4 spot in which Spurs currently hold. We have a game in hand, so we can actually go above Arsenal if we win and go 3 points closer to the top 4 spot. I guess I'm battling for a top 4 spot somehow, some way. We are doing it. And you know, if we win every single game, we might have a chance to still win the league somehow. But this team for Arsenal, Martinelli, Araujo, Saka, Odegaard, Kone, Neves, Nets, LaCroix, Bertado, Timber, and Medet in net. Medet's a weak link there. We are going to go with our same exact team, same exact kit as well. It did wonders. And you know what? I'm actually going to switch Moyano and Vargas. I like Vargas more forward. Even though Vargas has a weaker shooting, I like Moyano a lot better. Let's go ahead and see how this works out. Moyano's going to sit in a deeper role. Vargas up forward. Our back line still needs to score. What, back 3 and goalkeeper. Yada, yada, yada. A lot of work left to do. Corner comes in. And Moyano is there. Jacobs is there to clear. Jacobs is going to have to carry it out himself again as well. Last time he did this, I don't think he scored. Maybe Bertardo is trying to catch up, but Jacobs is in behind. Jacobs is too deep. Jacobs absolutely shanks the living heck out of it. How has he not scored this? He shanked the living cripe out of it. Third time's the charm, surely. Petit. Saka wins the header. Back post. I don't know who that was, but it's going to go back over here for the corner taker. Petit's going to volley it into the box. It's absolutely horrible. Acuna wins the header. Davey now on the ball. Davey looking to thread it through for Brian. Saved. Jacobs rebound into the back of net. Finally, Arsenal somehow hang up in there for a little bit, but thankfully Wakefield take the lead. It's 1-0 now against Arsenal here. Acuna out wide for Davey. He's going to take a touch inside, and then he's going to lay it off for Jacobs. Jacobs is now gone. Jacobs, I don't trust you still, and that's why I don't trust you. Your shooting is horrible. Your shooting is absolutely horrid. Young can't find Sack. Young can find Sack, actually. Young can't find Abraham now. Abraham, Acuna, thankfully. Cleared up the field. Weber has to win the header. He does. Barnett now on the ball. Barnett looking to switch the field. No. Second effort. Yes. Evans out wide now. Evans can't find Moyano. Evans tackled by Martinelli. Referee, please blow your whistle. 1-0 win against Arsenal. A massive result here against Arsenal. And we win back-to-back games against 2 top 6 clubs in the top 4 race as well. Obviously, Man City's kind of in the title race, and they actually beat Chelsea 2-0, so that might pull them further away. They are now 3 points ahead of them. We are going to end the day, though, into 5th position, 3 points behind Tottenham. Tottenham's going to have to drop points at some point as well. Can we win the league? Can we still win the league 13 points? I mean, it's possible, but literally everybody would have to lose, or Chelsea and Man City would have to lose pretty much the rest of their games as well. When we come back, actually they would have to lose the rest of the games. When we come back, it will be the end of the season. We have Man United, we have Chelsea as to play. We can actually go ahead and give Manchester City the title as well, as long as they don't bottle it if we go ahead and beat Chelsea. We also have Tottenham as well. This game right here is the most important game. Tottenham to go ahead and try and get into the top 4 if we were to get in the top 4, but we're going to need a result against Man United. We're going to need a result against Chelsea, and then we have Brentford and Wolves to end the things off there. I will see y'all for that episode. Leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.